Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. What's up? What's happening? Mature Life Podcast, brought to you by CAPSXSTUDIOS. Glad that you showed up as we plan to show out. Real talk, straight talk. The cliche saying, no chaser. Hey, we're going to get started here. How you folks doing? My name is Eddie, better known as by Eddie Kane, and my bike life, Devontae Swing from the 90s. We got an interesting topic today. We're going to talk about a young man named Isaiah Martin. Now, Isaiah just recently kind of like went into a council meeting and just kind of took over and was thrown out physically. You know, he was kind of going at him a little bit, didn't want to leave. Didn't want to follow the rules of the city council meeting. So, yeah, they put hands on him a little bit, pushed him out. He wasn't tripping. He's 27 years old, you know. He was born in 1998, which makes him about 27 years old. You know, he graduated from University of Houston, political science major. Yeah, so he's educated a little bit. Political science. I once had a friend that kind of, you know, that I worked with. He graduated from political science, but he ended up working with me at the Department of Kansas Human Resources and didn't go any further. He said he kind of lost it. Wonder why. I don't remember him saying why, but he lost it, so he didn't want to get involved. Looks like this young man is from Clear Lake City. You know, looks like he was immersed in a lot of, good stuff like community service, faith-based, family, basically a Houston native. I don't know where Lake City is, Clear Lake City, but appears to be in Houston somewhere. He was raised Catholic, that's interesting. I've had some good friends that were Catholic, and I actually attended services with him a couple times. So that's a little interesting. Looks like he was involved in a lot of student activism, congressional staffer under Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, campaigning and digital outreach, part of his repertoire, so, he's active. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it off here a little bit and show you the video where he kind of got involved and, and kind of went at him a little bit. So here we go. Let me bring it up.
Chair calls Isaiah Martin. I show you registered as Isaiah Martin, testifying on behalf of yourself on the revised congressional redistricting plan. Is that correct?
That's right.
Please give us your testimony.
Well, hello to the committee. I'm Isaiah Martin, and it's very apparent that no one seems to know why we're here. It just seems as if many are just sitting here going with the emotions. And it makes sense, because the game is rigged. We already...
Let's stop right there. The game is rigged. We all know it's rigged. I mean, anyone in the mature life zone, whether you be 40, 45, 50, 55, if you're a mature individual and thinking, you know that it's rigged. You know, it's been rigged. So, yeah, let's kick it off again and have him continue.
Testimony.
Let's go here. Kind of messed up here.
Every single one of you that he needs 5 seats, is what he said.
Yeah, talking about Trump.
That's the name of the game to be a Republican now.
Let's go back here.
Know why we're here.
Yeah.
It just seems as if many are just sitting here going with the emotions. And it makes sense because the game is rigged.
It's rigged.
We already know this way the situation's going to be. Many of you that are Republicans that are looking at you, you guys understand the game. You got to get Trump's endorsement. That's the name of the game to be a Republican nowadays. And you know very clearly that Trump told every single one of you that he needs 5 seats.
5
is what
seats.
he said. So why do we play this game where we come here to an empty chamber in which all of you pretend as if you don't know what's going on when you already know what the situation is?
Right.
But the real conversation that we should be having, that I want every single one of you to understand, is that there will be a retaliation for that. You've seen states like California say that they will gerrymander Republicans out of their states. You see the same thing in Maryland. The same thing is going to happen in New York. While you were in here, Governor Kathy Hochul said that she will be gerrymandering Republicans out of their seats. The same thing is going to happen in New Jersey. So for all of the work that you guys see that you guys claim to be doing, when we should be talking about the fact that we live in a state that is unaffordable for people, our economy is wrecked, people cannot find good jobs, we literally have property taxes going up every single year, despite the fact that you Republicans have been in office for nearly 30 straight years.
Right.
I mean, this is the game that we live in right here, and you choose.
Like he said, the economy is jacked up. You know, I'm kind of being nice because I am a cursor. I don't believe, you know, the words are words or whatever, and they mean everything, but they're fucked up, basically. The whole society is fucked up. If you don't have the drive and the motivation to go out here and get it by any means necessary, then you're kind of in a disposition. If you don't have that attitude. Now, when I say go get it, I mean, really, I'm saying in any way possible, right? You know, it's up to you if you want to, you know, put yourself in a position to be incarcerated, but they did. And you know who I mean by they. You know, people are calling them the colonizers, but I'm really saying the conquerors. You know, the descendants of the Greek and Roman Empire that basically brought in or created all the other countries, France, Spain, Portugal, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, when Rome broke up, the conquerors. So who eventually colonized, but that's the ideology. Yeah, we're in a different place. Let me continue to have him talk.
After we literally got after one of the worst mass casualty events in our state's history to go and gerrymander people out of their seats.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's what you have chosen to do with your time because you're scared of Donald Trump. You are scared and terrified because you're seeking an endorsement when you understand the truth. And the funny part about it is that you all know it's true. You can't react to it. I see you guys' faces. You can't react to it, but you all know what the situation is. Because Donald Trump runs this body. He runs your vote, he runs your vote, he runs your vote, he runs your vote, because you guys know that you cannot dare cross him. And ultimately, what we need in this state are people that have the cojones to actually go forward and call this stuff out. Because what you guys have done to this state is cataclysmically horrific.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Horrific. I'm not a follower of people that's why I've never joined a lot of clubs and things because I'm out. My wife says she has, she has anxiety about things, and I never really understood what it really was and what it meant to people when they have anxiety. So I have anxiety in dealing with groups and having people, I'm following people. I just don't do that. I don't really trust people in a sense for my well-being, right? I think there's always some shit in the game, and I never really want to follow those people. I don't like following people. So I know other people's, and this is amazing. Not even for money, right? Not even for money. My wife and I always cracking jokes because I got autistic kids, right? And I make decent money or whatever, but I would love to set them up in their own little apartments, buy some land, set them up in their own little, townhome or single flat, 1,000 square feet, with a nice lanai or patio that's screened in, and then we have the main house where my wife and I live, and we can basically everyone can have their space, right? And I talk about, what if someone came to me? What if Trump came and was like, hey, just say that you love Donald Trump and, be my be another one of my spokespersons for Trump. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give you $10 million. And I'm going to be like, damn. I could get the kids. We can have a little land. We could be chilling. We could be straight. And and jokingly, most of the people that I call friends, they would already know. They'd be like, "Oh man, he took the money to get his dream situation and get his autistic kids funding in a trust, so they can continue to live." When they old ass parents are dead and gone. So we joke about that a lot, but that's what people are doing. You have to understand this. And I have two different type of minds in my home. My wife is she's a kumbaya, she wants try to save everybody and everybody is going to be saved and we're going to do everything and the government is working to help the people and all of that. Right. And I'm totally opposite. Right. I know the government is not there, just like HR is not there. They're there for the company. And the government is there for the rich. It's always been set up that way. But for some reason, they've tricked us enough and give us enough trinkets and gave them enough money and land so they could set up their own, establishment or whatever. And so you're always going to have this manipulation, coercion, and benefit to that people take to maybe get out of difficult situations or whatnot. So, but yeah, I just find that is really strange. I'm not a follower of people, and I'm not a do boy, and so the majority of these people are saying, fuck everybody else, my family, what my kids may be looking at or whatever. And I get it, you know what I mean? I get it in the sense of what this country is and why they do it. So I'm not really knocking them. I'm just saying this is what life really is. It's not the made up version that we all think by going to church and saying this is going to be, we're going to pray and we're going to make it through and all of that. That's not the real life, right? That's what we would like it to be, that everybody cares and is concerned about our neighbors, right? But I'm going to keep pushing it.
And I think that everybody across the nation should be able to go and look at what you guys have done. So I look forward to Kathy Hochul getting rid of you guys as Republican friends. I look forward to Phil Murphy getting rid of your Republican friends. I look forward to Wes Moore doing the same thing. I think Andy Harris
Please finish your testimony.
Congressional career he's about to be done too. All of them will be done. And you can thank your failed, senile, dilapidated, Epstein partying with president for all of the work that we're about to do to every single one of you.
Thank you for your
did
testimony.
this, you caused this, and this is the
witnesses-
result of you and your work. No, I'm not going to finish.
Witness's
Because
time has
ultimately,
expired.
I'm not finished. Because ultimately, who doesn't have a say in this are the people of this state, the 40 million people that you guys just kicked
Witness
off
will
the
come to
healthcare,
order.
The people of this state.
The witness
that are now
does
gonna
not-
have
the
to
witness
vote
is not
without snap
recognized.
As a result of what you guys have done, this is a result of your policies. And you have no shame.
Okay.
You have no shame. None.
The witness-
Zero.
the witness-
You have no shame
No.
for what you've done. And I think that we all should be standing
No,
up here and
just
signing
cut off his mic. Cut off his mic. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gentleman will come to order. We will maintain decorum.
Hey, the Gen Zs are doing their thing.
The gentleman will be reminded one last time. The gentleman will come to order immediately.
My fighting days are over, so I'm here to support.
All right. The sergeants are directed to remove the gentleman from the room.
History will not remember you kindly for what you have done. They will not. As a matter of fact, history might not remember you at all because of what you have done.
The gentleman will be removed.
Shame. You need to have shame. History will not remember you for what you have done. It is a shame.
Members and members of the public. Oh.
Horrific for what you have done. You should all be ashamed. America will rise up against you.
Yeah.
Members and members of the public.
Yeah, so Gen Z, big shout out to the Gen Zs, you know what I mean? Going in there and doing their thing, you know. They haven't accepted the good black narrative, so they don't care about going out. You know, it's kind of 60-ish type of attitude. They really don't care. They're not worried about getting arrested, and they're not worried about what people gonna think about them about getting arrested, you know. So they are doing their thing, you know, and I really like it. Even though we go back and forth on TikTok saying, you know, what we went through and what they went through and all that, but you know, that's just for fun. But I can say I'm more proud of my Gen Z people. History will not show favorable for these people. They know that, but they're going to be dead. I mean, they're going to be unalived or whatever. I probably can't say that. They probably need to mark that out. But they're not going to be here with us, and so they don't care about what it is. You know what I mean? They don't care about any of that. So. And furthermore, you know, they probably will be creating the history. So, you know, like they're doing now, you can't have this book, you can't have that book, you know, you can't push this out, you can't publish that. So no one may even know about what happened. It'll be just doing business as normal. So, but yeah, these are the type of things that's going on, and that will, I think, furthermore, that will continue to happen. Because people, you know, as I tell some of the people I talk to, I believe that, you know, this is a situation that just doesn't happen. A lot of people I talk to, they want action like real quick, like, you know, like ICE is doing, right? They want to come and just grab somebody and pick them up and take them off, and that's what they want to happen in our bigger purview of government, right? Just go snatch people and say they're doing wrong or whatever. But, you know, this person has been elected, he's won the presidency, and, you know, he's got people behind him, of course, and that's what they're doing. And so until the people get sick and tired, the majority, you know, we're going to still continue to see the deterioration of, you know, what we once knew, you know. And so until then, until the people get tired, like they did in the French Revolution and things of that nature, historically, other cases. We're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to voice our opinion, and we'll be in a great fight. So until then, we just gonna have to sit tight and talk about it, and the people that are in opposition that voted against their own interest and putting this person in office, we'll have to just sit and kind of keep pushing the narrative, so it's a lot of people out here talking about it, but like my young Gen Z young brother, 27 years old, we need more. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna talk about it, YouTube and all my other avenues. Like I said, I'll be here to. I'll load up the Audi and go get the pizzas and the water and the Gatorade and then all the drinks for the heroic young Gen Zs and the millennials. So until then, keep pushing, keep making, keep fighting, y'all. Keep going out here and talking about it. That's the only way it's gonna happen. I mean, it's a big thing that's going on. It's big things going on. It's a lot of changes. I mean, I'm in Ruskin, Florida, right outside of Tampa, about 25 miles outside of Tampa. You got Apollo Beach, and Apollo Beach, I used to see a whole lot of Trump 2024 flags and flags in the vehicles and the trucks and on their pickups, and they're waiting. They're running the flags down the road. I mean, just the 2020 election down in Sarasota or in Bradenton area. It almost felt like a Klan rally when I took my son down to look for some video games. I mean, they were everywhere. There was probably over 1,000 vehicles in this convoy with Trump flags and all kind of stuff, right? I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm not seeing any of that shit. They like the flags that were there are gone. People had them, in their yard, on their flag post, plastered on their fence. You know what I mean? Those things are gone. And it's very interesting. I should talk to some of the people I know in Apollo Beach and say, what happened to the flags, man? What happened? I'm just wanting to know, because I don't care if they fly them or not, but they just went down all of a sudden the last several months. They just disappeared. So I'm interested to see, and maybe even talk to some people. Why did you take your flag down? Why did you take your flag down? But we'll cover that on the next episode of Mature Life podcast. So I'm gonna let you guys go and practice on my delivery a little bit more, and my new toys I got, Rodecaster Duo. So yeah, you guys have some fun, and we'll see you next time.